guys, let's get to it. I already downloaded MT4 and MT5, and so it's fine. We can do this. Let's just go back. You see, you're gonna use Play Store, then you're gonna Google MT4 and MT5, and then you're gonna just download it, and then you see it's already installed. So it's gonna say open. Same as 4 will say the same thing because downloaded, so it just says open. So these are the two things that you're gonna need to download, and yeah, we'll work with that. Yeah, we'll just work with that. So anyway, let's go back to the thing that you're looking for. So mine are downloaded and they're sitting down here, so I went down there. So this is what we have quotes, then you got your your graphs here. This is where you see your graphs. It's taking long to load. Yeah, this is where you see your graphs. Then this is where you see your balance and what's going on in your market. And then this is your history. Remember, guys, today it's a Saturday. The market is closed. We normally don't get you don't get to trade on Saturday and Sunday. We only said trade from Monday to Friday. So you should just put that in mind. And if remember, I talked a bit about that pencil here for editing, and then I talked about that plus. This is where you find your currency on the plus sign. So you're gonna find your currencies, and then you can add all the currencies that you want to add, and maybe just okay. I'm just gonna add all of them. So I've added all of them. If you go down, you're gonna see all of them that I was adding. They just there. So again, you can press this pencil, just rearrange them and put them in order the way that you want them, uh, the order you want them, but it's up to you. Okay, cool. So this is your menu in the guys. Yeah, this is where the important part is. um this is the most important part, and this is where you go. After you go there, you press on account management. When you go to account management there, guys, this is where you add your broker account. You should just remember that. So you're gonna press that, then you're gonna say log into existing account. So you're gonna go to login existing account, then you're gonna find the broker. So I'm using XNS. I'm gonna find my broker, but be careful because every broker has when you open an account with the broker, they give you the account number and the saver number. So you should always remember the saver number. It's always sent to your email. You need those two things, and you need to remember your password every time. So for example, you can see XNS Rio, XNS Rio 11, XNS Rio 12. So if you need to check which one is it, so I'm just gonna give an example. I'll pick Rio 1. So this is Rio 1. Then you're gonna need to enter your account number. Then you're gonna need to enter your password that you choose. Then you're gonna sign in, guys. You're gonna sign in here. Sign in. You don't log in because it's an invalid account. I'm just giving an example. It's gonna show you this, and then if you go to there, it's gonna tell you that. But that's how it's gonna look like when you go on your account. So after that, now you can delete your demo, because the demo is always given to you immediately when you open your MT4. They'll give you a demo that you can play around with. So you can go there and say delete account. So you choose account which one you want to delete. So now the thing is, this is not a real account and it's not true, so we delete it. So we delete it, so we remain with one account. You can do that with the demo, or you can keep it to play around with it. It's up to you guys. So that's how you sign into your account. Okay, now check this. The other thing is the settings that I wanted to just give you a hint about it. Your settings, this is where you go if you want to change your the way your account looks like and all the options you can choose. You can leave your settings the way I've chosen them. If it suits you, if you want, you can play around with it later. That's you to decide. And guys, this is where you change your colors on your graphs. Remember that. Go to colors. You can use the colors that I've used. You can just get a snapshot of these colors. They already set. This is how I set everywhere my colors. Even on the iPhones, just that the iPhones get a black background. So it's up to you. If you want, you can put it black as well. There's nothing wrong. It's how you like it. And then the way you choose whichever you want to use, it doesn't matter. It's so I just want to show you how it's gonna look like. So this is the default, sorry. So if you want to change it, you're gonna have to go back, colors, and don't know why I did that, but anyway. So then this how it's gonna look like. Shit, there's a whole lot of beds in South Africa. So guys, just pardon me. In the area that I am, it's too much of birds. It's in the Val region, so we've got a lot of birds. Okay, so this is how I'm gonna set my graph. You can be looking at how I'm setting it up, and you can use the same settings, guys. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. You can use the same settings with me. What is it? Boo, boo, boo. So boo is beds, red, in charts. Wow. We can put it any color you like. Then we have your ask price, and so we say done. So when we're done, and then we go back, and this is how it's gonna look like. So now our foreground is gone. Let's do this. Go back. So our grid. Oh, okay. So we're gonna put the grid white. Then we're done. What am I doing? Okay, sorry guys. Sorry about that. I'm a bit confused with this thing. It's your foreground actually that's supposed to be white, so that so you can put it like this. It depends on how you like it, but I think let me use the white one, which is more visible. This is more visible, so we'll just use the white background. It's more visible so that you can see exactly what's going on. You can see exactly what's going on. Okay, I'm just gonna put it white. So guys, you can use my settings. There's nothing wrong, and this is how they look like, so you don't get confused. This is my settings. I'm using a background white, foreground black, grid white, volume green, bar up green, bar down red, bookendo green, bar back endo red, chart line blue, bid price blue, ask price red, stop level. So there we go. We got a white playing background. Okay, cool. So without any further other delay, I explained to you. Remember, I told you the menu for Android. Basically, you just tap on the screen and it will pop up. Then you have your 1 minute all the way to 1 month. Then you've got your shapes there. You got your plus sign. I explained about that. And then that your indicators. So I also explained. So let me not touch much about there. Then you've got your trade. Guys, be careful here. Very, very careful. If you're not sure of your currency or what it's doing, always put this lot size to 0.01. That's my advice. Always. If you can see, the market is closed, so nothing will happen at the moment. It will just make a funny sound and it will tell you market is closed. Yeah, just like I said, you trade from Monday to Friday. Saturday, Sunday, we don't trade. Bear that in mind. It's gonna tell you market is closed. So anyway, now you've got two types of trading. You've got stock orders, then you have your instant execution. Instant execution is when you look at the graph, for example. Okay, fine. You look at it, it says, oh wow, this looks like it's selling. You just say trade and immediately you put a sell order, and that's instant order, and then to immediately jump into the market, you just immediately jump in, and then you have your orders that you can use. These are pending orders. For example, you analyze the market and then you're waiting for the confirmation. These are the orders that you can put. So if you buy limit, you put a buy limit, sell limit, buy stop, sell stop. You can ask me further question about them and then I'll explain to you how they work. But for now, just know that there's two types of execution. There's instant execution and order execution. And then with take profits and stop loss, those also I can explain to you later. You can ask me questions, and this is your stop loss, and then this side is your take profit. I'll tell you how those things work as well later. But like I said, guys, be careful here. Yeah, always put 0.01 if your account balance is low. If you've put $100 in your account, I'll advise you the higher you can go is 0.2. 0.2. That's what you can be trading on until your account grows. Then you can change to 0.3. If you feel like you can handle the trade, then you can go on to 0.4, 0.5. That's how I go. If you check even on my history, it's the same thing I do. I don't go, you don't put one here, you're gonna be losing, my guy. I'm telling you guys, if you put one here, you're gonna have a problem if your account is small, and the next thing you think this is a scam, but it's not. It's just your mistakes. Okay, cool. So back to that. So now, that's where you see your balance. So you need to always be aware of your balance, your equity, and your free margin. These are the most important things on your market. These, if you can manage them very well, you'll be having good trades. You won't be having too much losses, and you'll be able to enjoy trading. But if you're not managing them well, you're gonna cry and you're gonna think this is not working. But yeah, patience, guys, determined, be persistent, do it again, don't give up. When you lose, don't give up. You make sure the next day you try to cover up what you lost. That's how you work. So anyway, I know people want to jump to the good thing. They don't want to learn how this whole thing works. But anyway, I'll show you. So when I start trading, this is what I do. I'll change my screen so that it's a little bit bigger and you can see properly what's going on. and everything else will be also changed according to how the screen is. So don't say what happened now. What is just happening is okay, let me just see if I can, what is going on with this phone now. Okay, we're trying to delete something here, so I'm just gonna delete this because I don't want them. I want a plain chat. So this is how you start when you're looking at the currency. For example, you can pick any currency. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Any currency. Let's pick any currency. I'll pick like this currency. I'll pick this currency for now. So remember, there's new order, there's open chart, and then the symbol property. You can also read about the symbol properties, and it will tell you swaps. You make a profit when you swap long. It makes a profit of 1.2. When you short, um, your swap short is negative 1.1. So don't worry, don't be surprised when you see there's a negative in your account because of these swaps. So you also need to just learn about them as you go. So okay, fine, we're looking at, we just want to look at this currency. I'll give you a short screen on how it works. So we want to make a new order. If you want to make a new order is when you want to buy or you want to sell immediately, or you want to put a pending order and so on. So now we're looking at this. So we say open chart. So we're waiting for the market to just open. My internet is a little bit slow, I don't know why, but anyway. So if you look at it in 5 minutes, it doesn't make sense. If you look at it in 15 minutes, it will try to make a bit of some sense, but it still won't make sense. You need to find a proper, because you guys, you need, when you pick a currency, you need to find the overall direction. What is an overall direction is where the currency is going, the trend line. Is it going up, is it going down, or is it going straight? That's how you should know. So now you need to find the overall movement. The overall movement, you can only see it in a higher time frame. Short time frame you want, and remember that you won't see it. So don't get confused and say how come I bought and then it went to the buy, because you don't know exactly where the currency is going. So the best advice, start with a month. Go to a month, guys. I'll turn my screen on the phone so that I can have a good view, because it's a little bit short on my side and I'm not seeing what I want to see. Everything will change, the controls will change, so don't be surprised and say, but you say this is works on the, this was like this and this has changed. I don't know what's happening with my internet, guys. It's a little bit slow. So yeah, there we go. So we're in a month. This is a month. And then now if you look at, you can go backwards or and see, okay, this is how it's looking in a month. You see these periodic indicators, this separate indicators that don't, I didn't want to see them, but it's fine. Let's not waste so much time. So if you see an overall movement, this looks like it's on an uptrend. That's what I can say. It looks like it's on an uptrend, and this is how it's been moving in a month. Let's see if we can get rid of the periodic separators. I don't think they are messing my chart. Okay, I didn't want to see them. Yes, now we have a clean chart. So now what we're gonna do here, this is what we're looking at. What we're doing is, this currency has been going up. It's been going up, guys, and down, up, guys, and down. So if you look at this, it was going up on this point and it fell, then it started going up again, then it fell, then it tried to make an oval shape here, it fell. So if you look at it all, it's still on a downtrend. But now that doesn't tell us that we need to sell, that doesn't tell us that we need to buy. What we need to do is to now find out how is this moving. Okay, cool. So the first thing we do, you're gonna use these shapes. This is where these shapes now comes in. um you need to look for your key points where the market tends and how this market has been moving. So you look for a lot of key points. There should be a lot of key points that you should look for. If you look at this, um this is our key level on the market. This is also our key level on the market. Why is it our key level? This is why. Let me just draw you why I'm saying it's a key level. If you see, there's a touch here and there's a touch here. Then at this point as well, it did a touch. And then if you go backwards, you see there's a touch here, there's a touch here. So we've determined one key level. Okay, so now we know, okay, this is the key point that the market can easily make a turn. Now we found one. We need to find as many as we can so that we can know where to buy, where to stop, where to come out. But anyway, without any further delay, let's move a time frame to a day. Actually, I've jumped. Supposed to go to a week, guys. You need to go to the week before a day so that we see the overall movement of the chart as well. So this is in a week. Sorry, guys, it's in a week. So if you see the key level there, and the chart looks like it's going up now. You see, as you zoom in, you're gonna see the difference that the chart will be changing. So if you go backwards, you can see the level is down and it has passed the level. It was on the uptrend at some point. It was above that and it went down and so on and so forth. Then from here we need to move to a day so that we can zoom into the chart now slowly to try and determine. So now this is what we're looking at. So we've got a few key levels as well down. I'm gonna just put lines there, so don't worry and say what the hell is going on. But anyway, I'm gonna be putting lines just to show you the key level that I'm talking about. Okay, let's just add another object here. So we have a key level there. Let me just do this. Sorry, got a key level there. So if you see, the chart resisted, moved on this time frame for some time, and then it broke the time frame. So it was in between these two lines. If you can see the two lines, that's where it was in. So now it's on the third line that we plotted. So you can see that it's on top. So now you use this as a support and resistance. That's what we call support and resistance, because the market always uses support and resistance. That's if you can learn how to or understand how to use support and resistance, guys, you'll never go wrong. Trust me, you always make your money. So now we're gonna add a few drawings to try and see. So this is how the chart is moving, or should I say the market is moving like this. So it's on this trend line. These are the trend lines I was telling you guys. So you can create your own trend lines, and then just make sure you have first touch. You have the first touch, you get the second touch. Don't force it. You need to plot it correctly. If you force it, you're gonna be losing out. So we have an uptrend going up here. If I add another line, I'll do this. If I'm looking at this, right? So I have two touches there. What did I do now? Okay, sorry guys about that one. That was a mistake. I was not supposed to add that one there, but it's fine. I'll add something else. This is what I was looking for. So this is what we're looking at the moment. We're looking at this in this. We need to plot this correctly. Do not force it. You need to look at touches, guys. Touches is the most important. If you see a touch here, I'm supposed to touch here, and then you see there's a touch there. It almost touched, then it went through, so the market here broke through. So meaning it's on the uptrend. That's what we mean, it's on the uptrend. So now in one day we can't really say this is what is really going on. So that's the reason why I told you guys we're gonna have to narrow it slowly but sure until you know exactly what's going on. So you can also use this for these levels. Let me just take these guys out. I'll just take these guys out for now. I'll use the triangle. I think it'll work me better. But guys, remember, you're gonna need to do that. Remember that you're gonna have to determine your charts. You're gonna have to plot your charts right, and make sure you know what's going on. So I'm using this, but let's edit this. So I want to fill it up. What color are we filling it up? Red. Let's see how red looks like. Okay, cool. It's doing better. So that's the same thing as those lines I was using, but I'm just using a triangle which will work me better. I think it's more it's more visible than the line. So if you see, this is the movement of the graph. So it was in this channel before it went out of the channel. So this is what we're looking at. So it was playing around this level for some time. This is in one day, so we're gonna narrow it until we go to 1 hour. So this is where it was playing in. Now the graph has moved above. It broke through. After the graph broke through, it's now sitting right at the top here, right at the top here, top of the trend. So now we're trying to find out whether, so here at the moment we're looking for a sell. Now how do you know it's a sell? Because if you see, we have a first touch here. The first touch is right here. So we're looking for a second touch here, but it needs to confirm before we determine and say it's a sell. So guys, don't sell before you even confirm. You need confirmation. And how do we get the confirmation? We need to see a reject. This trend needs to be rejected before we say now we're selling. So we need to see reject. When you see the reject on the market, then we can determine and say, okay, now we're selling. I'm used to mouse, so but anyway, you can work with all the tools that you need. Doesn't matter. So this is what we're looking at. So we're seeing the market playing in this channel. So what we're looking for is now a reject, the second reject. This is the first one. We're looking for the second one, but it's not yet confirmed for us to determine and say it's a sell. So this is what we're looking at the moment. So we're waiting for the graph to hit the sell, or if it breaks through the red line, then it continues buying. So yeah, that's how it goes. So now we need to narrow it even further. Say, okay, we're in the one day, we go to 4 hours. How does our 4 hours look like? What just happened now? My internet is a little bit bad. Let's say go for 4 hours. Okay, we're waiting for it to load, but anyway, it's not loading right. It doesn't load it according to what I've done, but you guys don't worry about that. It's just the internet that is messing me around. Okay, let's see if we can go to 1 hour and see. Okay, so we can see our lines there, but I can't see the top ones. Why? Because the internet is messing up, guys. The internet is messing up. Guys, my internet is messing me up. I think we'll continue this later if I can fix this problem, because I see I'm having a bit of a problem, and I see my trend is being distorted, and if you can see, I can't even go back with the chart. That's very bad. Yeah, it's very bad. The internet is not good, so it's failing to load my chart properly. See, I can't even go back, guys. So I think for today, let's just stop there, and then we can continue again some other time, so that you just know exactly what I was talking about. But I'll use another phone. It seems Android has failed me, but yeah, if you got something, guys, you know what I'm talking about. But if it was working properly, it should have plotted my graph the same way I did, and then it would have narrowed down until we go to 1 day. From 1 day, then we can determine now how our market is moving. Then from 1 day, that's where we normally put your. This is where now you do your entry. So now after your market confirms, you get a confirmation, then you can say, okay, now this is a sell, this is a buy. So that's it, guys. And if you need any further question, please don't hesitate to ask, and I'll explain to you further what you need to know. Hope you learned something out of that.